Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our Dhamma talk for the Emperor Liang's Repentance. Today is first time in the U.S. we're doing this, first time ever. So I'm very glad they all can make it. How was your first day? I heard that some of you were feeling a little bit stiff because it's too much kneeling. Am I correct? Yeah? Too much kneeling? Yeah? How about the bowing? Bowing okay? You can't wait to bow after kneeling? That's why we kneel a lot longer, so that you bow more sincerely. Did they do any stretching, yoga stretching for you or no? No? Would you be interested that we teach you how to stretch or help with your back and so forth? Yeah? Because you're weak here in the US. In Korea, there would be no problems. They can go all day. They can do this in 3 days. All right. Yes, DTT.
Master, while this is actually very fast-paced and physically challenging, I also find the music and the pace very energizing. So I was exhausted and was whining and sweating in the morning, but in the afternoon, at some point, I find myself bowing like a machine while sweating. Actually got me into the state faster than other assembly.
I see. So you went faster than the assembly itself.
Then other assembly, when I attend other assembly, it takes me a few days to get into the less thinking state. But today, at some point, I find myself not whining anymore, and I was sweating. It was hot, but I'm not even noticing I'm tired. I'm just bowing like a machine. At some point, I noticed that. I was like, huh.
Wow, that's impressive. You bowing like a machine? That's unheard of. This one is a cerebral person. Everything is about, doesn't make sense to me. Interesting. How do you like the chanting? This is one of the best chantings at all in all the Buddhist ceremonies. Yes, too.
Thank you, Master. It was really thrilling. The Sangha obviously worked extremely hard. They sounded fabulous. They really were. You could tell they really worked really hard. Because it was so fresh, it was so new. Mm-hmm. Nothing really like anything we've heard before. I mean, there might be small little pieces, but I mean, the most of it we had not heard before at all. And then we had some really great drumming. Yes. Whoa. Yeah. Wow. And it was so hard. It's like the drumming was pushing you to keep bowing. And we, okay.
Wow. Yeah.
And we just kept doing it. And it was exciting. It really was. It was great.
So you like the drumming. Who was doing the drum and bell? Who was doing the drum and bell? Is it different people? All of them are doing it? Oh, wow. So impressive. Very good. So the bowing, this is such a great music that it really helps with the bowing, doesn't it? The melodies are very, very, very adorned. Excellent. Okay. Yes, too.
In YouTube, Jane Clymer says, "The chanting melody is still in my head."
Wow. Like AC/DC to me, yeah, okay. Okay, anyone else? Anything else we can do to make it better for you, make it more pleasant for you? Any suggestions? Okay, so no yogas at all? No need to do yoga stretching for you? For your small back and your legs? Okay, then no stretching, no yoga. All right. Yes, DTT.
맞서 저희가 여러 참회법이 있는데 야광참을 기획하신 어떤 기획 의도가 있을까요?
Master, I understand there are many different types of repentance dharma. Is there any special reason why we chose to do Emperor Liang's repentance? Thank you.
Okay, I'm glad you asked. Anyone else has any other questions? Okay, and since this is new to us, I can go through, I prepared a little bit about some background information for you, especially since most Westerners, and it's new to many of you. So we can go through some of the slides we prepared for you. Yes, DTT.
Oh, Master, I just also wonder what is 恶知识? Like we have 善知识, and today we keep hearing what is 恶知识. I was just wondering what is that?
恶知识, evil knowing advisors, is what you're referring to in Chinese? Okay. In Mahayana, we have this concept of good knowing advisor. This is very Mahayana. And Shanti Shi, which is the original Chinese text, this is the original Chinese concept. And it's only found in Chinese Mahayana and was translated by Master YongHua's organization as good knowing advisor, Shan Chi Shi. So it has three words. It says, Shan, which is good, Chu is to know, Shi is to recognize. Okay, and so this carries very special meaning in Mahayana. It means that we can use an acronym as GKA, good knowing advisor, and it refers to someone who is good, who knows, and who can advise you. Okay, meaning what? In Buddhism, in Mahayana, before we teach you, we need to study, we need to know. Okay, this know here, we need to know about goodness, because Buddhism fundamentally is a religion, if you will. Some of you don't believe in religions. It's a philosophy about the goodness nature in all of us. Our nature is fundamentally good. You can deviate from your good nature, originally good nature, temporarily, but when you do evil, inside of you, there is some sort of discordance. You sort of disagree silently, okay? And so that's why in Mahayana, the Buddha understands that. That's why he says, what I'm teaching you is this process, this knowledge, and these techniques that will help you reunite, reactivate the goodness nature that's buried deep inside of you. The more you have wisdom, the more of that goodness nature emerges. It's just you. It's not about anyone else. It's not the Buddhas. It's not the Bodhisattvas. No one else's. It's about the goodness nature inside of you, that buried treasure inside of you. So Buddhism is basically the effort we all are trying to do is help you uncover that and make it surface. Okay? Because the more you are able to activate a goodness nature that's yours, the happier you become. And that goodness nature of yours is unlimited. You can be gooder and gooder and gooder. Okay, so that's why for someone in Buddhism who wishes to advise you to become a good knowing advisor, they first must uncover that goodness nature of theirs. That's why Shan Chu is good knowing. Okay, that knowing there is required before you are able to advise people. Okay, and so that's why in Buddhism we teach you these methodologies like reciting a Buddha's name, or Tibetan would teach you to recite mantras, Hinayana would teach you to do vipassana and so forth, Mahayana would teach you all of those, all the above, in order to help you dig down into the goodness nature of yours. The difference in Mahayana is that our technology digs a lot deeper than the others. Chinese technology in particular, Chinese Mahayana digs down so deep, so much deeper than Hinayana, so much deeper than Taoism, so much deeper than any other spiritual approaches. Okay, and because that's your inherent goodness nature in you, and which we call Buddha nature. Buddha nature, basically, it's pure goodness, incredible goodness that you have no idea how good you really are. And so it's a discovery where you learn more as you practice more Buddhism. Okay, you will uncover more and more of that goodness inside of you, and which makes life more interesting, more fascinating, more wonderful for you. So the happiness in Buddhism you uncover wells up inside of you. That's internal. It doesn't need for anyone to praise you. It doesn't need for you to drink a glass of wine or some whiskey in order to feel better. In Buddhism, you can feel better without anything, because that goodness nature there, okay, when you feel good about yourself, then everything around you will make you happy. Anything around you will make you happy. So far, so good. I just talked about Shan Chu, good knowing. Advisor, Shi. Advisor, actually, it's a better translation than the original Chinese. Shi here is to recognize. Okay, original in Chinese, Shi is to recognize, to be able. So it refers to the fact that this person that we call good knowing advisor, Shan Chu Shi, is someone who recognizes the goodness in you. Okay? You have this infinite goodness nature inside of you, and there's some parts that's revealed through your own life. And so this person is able to recognize it, that part in you. And that gives this person hope that you can go a lot further. Okay? That's number one. Number two, Shu here also refers Chinese, which is translated into English as advisor. It's also advisor, meaning that you have the skill to help this person develop the goodness inside of you. So that's the meaning of the good knowing advisor. So far, so good? So in Mahayana, we have standards that we pride ourselves in developing the goodness inside of us, and then developing the skills to guide you, to advise you how to also mine the goodness inside of you. So it's 2 steps for us. Number 1, unfold the goodness inside of us, okay? And we do that first ourselves personally, and we use these methodologies such as meditation, such as this repentance here is another methodology among many, many methodologies, very effective ones to help us uncover the goodness nature that's deep inside of us. All right? And once you get to a certain level, when you're able to see your goodness, okay, when you're able to see that the real goodness nature inside of you, that's called wisdom. Wisdom is not necessarily something that you can measure. The people of the world can measure in terms of wealth, in terms of intelligence, in terms of achievements. Okay, in Buddhism, wisdom here is measured into a certain level of goodness that you need to achieve, meaning that goodness nature of you has to emerge. Okay? And it shows, because when this goodness nature inside of you emerges, you change. You physically change. Your emotions change. Your mind changes. So many wonderful changes occur in you. Okay? And unfortunately, the Chinese Mahayana do not sell this enough, do not explain this enough to their followers. Okay, but the fact is that when you reach that goodness nature in you, okay, you basically are rewired up here mentally. Okay, your mind is faster, is much sharper than before. Okay, you can go get a PhD and you learn more and learn how to utilize your mind and so forth, do research and so forth. But that has a limit. Whereas when the Buddhist secret is that instead of doing that, okay, and that's necessary for you to make a living, to live in the world, contribute in the world, that's necessary. We don't deny that. However, it does not make you happy. All right? So you need to have a balance. Well, you need to develop your mind, your knowledge, okay? But you also need to develop the goodness nature in you. And that goodness nature, when it's developed, it becomes wisdom. Okay, wisdom is the ability to wield that goodness nature inside of you. You're able to mine the gold inside of you. And you become so rich, so adorned, so wealthy, incredibly wealthy. And that's when the Buddhists feel free to go and learn their PhDs and earn a doctorate and contribute to the world, okay? Make a fortune, create inventions and so forth. That's important to us as well. We want to contribute. We want to advance civilization, improve the quality of life for the world as well. Okay, so that's our ideals. Okay, and so the good no advisor there is a concept in Mahayana again that requires us to first unfold, mine the deeply buried goodness nature inside of us. Okay, and once we are able to have that, that's called transcendental wisdom. Okay, with that wisdom, next step for us then is to develop the skills to help you unfold it yourself. Just because for us to get there ourselves, for us to uncover the goodness nature inside of you, we relied on a good no advisor ourselves. Okay, so now it's our turn. Okay, and that's part of enhancing. That's part of further developing the goodness nature inside of us. So that it's a two-step process. First of all, you need to unfold the goodness nature inside yourself, okay? Because that's your core. And then next step is develop the skills to help others unfold and develop the goodness nature. And that's how this level of goodness here, nature, our goodness here, gets deeper. Am I making sense to you? That's our secret. Once we are able to mine our goodness nature, we have wisdom, the next step for us is to help you mine your goodness nature. That's how our goodness nature got deeper and it gets bigger. That's Mahayana approach to life. You monks and nuns never been taught this in your training school from your teachers? This is what we're about. This is what Mahayana training is about. So far, so good. That's what we call a good knowing advisor. So good knowing is that you need to know the goodness inside of you. Put it simply, you need to know, uncover the goodness nature inside of you. Advisors, now you advise people to uncover the goodness nature inside of them. This is how we become gooder ourselves. Any questions? Okay, and that's a good knowing advisor. What about evil knowing advisor? That's the original question. The evil knowing advisor is the arch enemy of the good knowing advisors, simply put. Okay? Because evil knowing advisors, as the name implies, that this person knows about the evil, okay, and can advise you to become more evil. Why? Another Buddhist secret. I'm not sure I want to tell you too many secrets per night. Maybe we'll wait till tomorrow night. I'm going to run out of secrets to share with you. It's too many secrets revealed to you. Yeah? This is how you receive training in the world. You don't get it. You simply don't understand. It's like in weightlifting. It's like in sports. It's like at universities. It's everywhere, but you don't understand why. You just whine and you complain. That's all. It's too hard. It's too difficult. It's too much suffering. The fact of life is that if there's good, what happens? A Catholic, what happens there good? There's evil. As soon as good rears its head, evil immediately shows up. Gooder you become, what happens? What happens? More evil. And what happens when there's more evil? more goodness. It's called, this is balance in the world. Okay? Have no worries. If it's more evil, eventually more goodness will arise. If more goodness arises, like because you cultivate so hard and you do the Emperor Liang's repentance, there's so much goodness here in the Wei Mountain Temple, guess what? More evil will arise around us. That's life. Otherwise, we all become saints. It ain't going to happen. Right? And that's life. We understand it. Anyone disagree with that? Can you show to me, can anyone prove to me there's only pure goodness in the world, there's no evil? Or there's only pure evil in the world, there's no goodness? It's impossible. It's always this striving for balance between good and evil constantly. Yes or no? That's a state of the world. Can you see how we can use it? This is the forces in evil and goodness are always jostling for more power. Yeah? We understand it. So that's why we're not afraid. If you're good here, okay, the evil will be here. It will be around here. And when the evil is higher than you, okay, stronger than you, then it acts as a motivation for you to get stronger than evil. Yeah? Stop whining. Work harder. That's all there is to it. Because we have the technology for you to mine more goodness. Yeah? And when we do that, guess what? They also have the technology to mine more evil out of them. We have our secrets about goodness, but they also have secrets about evil. Yeah? You know how wonderful life is? Otherwise, it'd be so boring. Because you all become good. I mean, I don't want to live in a world where you're all good. I mean, what am I going to do? Look at you. Oh, you're so good. I love you to death. Can you imagine marrying someone who's pure like a bodhisattva? It's so good. That, oh, I love you to death. You're so good. Life becomes so sterile. Sterilely good. It will be so boring. And it's not possible. The life is, this world of ours is a world of duality. There's goodness, there's evil. There's evil, there's goodness. Okay? That's a fact of life. So stop, guys. Stop wanting, wishing that your wife is better and more perfect. No, love her imperfections. Love her imperfections, love her moods. Isn't she adorable when she's like that? You're not grateful at all. Anyway. Okay, that's our world. So how is observed in the world? Okay, here's what happens. And you go to the gym. In order for you to grow your muscles, yeah, you need to push harder. Yes, lift weight, and you push harder. You push harder, and that's the pain and suffering. Yeah, that pain and suffering there ends up in something. Develops your strength. Yeah? Same principle in cultivation. Where it's more evil, guess what? It inflicts a lot of suffering on us. Then I say, you're not going to beat me. I'm going to be gooder than you. Now you can affect me anymore. Same thing for us. Is that clear? You don't need to whine. You don't need to give up. You don't need to say, why it's so hard? Because it's only temporary. We will surpass them. And ultimately, the good always prevails. The evil is only temporary. Evil actually, for us Mahayana people, that's why they call evil knowing advisor. This person is so evil, it knows about evil, advises you about evil, but they don't realize, shh, this is a secret I didn't want to share with you. Okay? Evil knowing advisor, okay, are our counterparts, where they do evil things, they do drugs, they do all these bad things, enrich themselves and steal from you, scam you, so forth. Okay, all the evil things inflict a lot of suffering on others. Okay, and they're still called evil knowing advisor because they are promoting their own agenda. Actually, we call them advisor because when they are like that, actually they're helping us become gooder. Because if we're good, today our level of goodness is 12, level 12. And then we look around you, everyone is 10, 11, 9, so forth. Evil is 9, 10, 11. So what's the point? We don't need to be gooder. Yeah? But when evil becomes, we are 12, evil becomes 13, 14, 15. That's when he said, we better go to work. Okay? And we move up, we surpass them, and we take it easy. We go on the Bahamas, drive a red car, have a good time, okay? And then evil said, we can't have that. Okay? And so this is a struggle between good and evil. And ultimately, good will reach a level of Buddhas, which is unsurpassed. Is that clear? The goodness side here will reach a peak, which is the goodness of the Buddhas, which is unsurpassed. There's no matching evil. Evil can be at best, if Buddha is 100%, he's 100, and the evil can be 99.999. That's it. They cannot take the next step. Only Buddha side, the goodness side can. Is that clear? This is Buddha's teaching, it's not me. Okay, I didn't invent this, I didn't create this. This is what we consider facts in Buddhism. We know this is how far it can go. Okay? So that's why it's a test for you. If you're on the good side and you see evil is so strong, evil is so overwhelming, if you give up, join evil. It's okay. Eventually you get tired of it because eventually you join evil, you get up here, eventually we'll surpass you. Is that clear? And so, in other words, evil knowing advisor, they think they're advising their own kind, they become more evil. Actually, for us, we know we don't feel threatened. The people up there, our bosses, they look at them and say, with these evil knowing advisors, they are training their own kind, but actually they're also motivating, they're advising our side to be stronger. Got that? Does it help? DTT, did I answer your question?
Thank you very much, Master.
It's beautiful. It's like arm wrestling. We keep on, improving our technology and get better than evil and better. Okay? And ultimately, we will prevail. You will prevail. Yes, Daniel.
I have a quick question. I know that a lot of your disciples see you as a good knowing advisor, right?
I sure hope so.
Okay, so
Let's hear from them.
But my question is, for example,
One person agrees with me. The rest of them, they still need time to think.
and I personally see you as a good advisor myself too. But
Don't do that. No, don't believe that. He's Catholic.
but my question is, even though you say goodness, but because you are a human being and you have faults, you also may spell, even if you don't want to, you may say things that are evil at the same time.
Yes.
So could a person be a good knowing advisor and a bad knowing advisor, or an evil knowing advisor at the same time?
Yes, absolutely. Sometimes the evil guys are asleep. They're too busy. Okay? They say, oh, we're winning right now. All these losers, look at them. We are on top of the world. Okay? So that's fine. That would motivate us. But then there are times where, like in China, in the times of the Tang Dynasty, where Buddhism was flourishing, it was so strong. We see temples and monks and bodhisattvas and great good people everywhere. Okay. Now you have the goodness up here, and evil are hiding. Okay, and people are complacent, and that's why. Okay. I don't know what they do here about goodness on their side, but on our side, sometimes we act evil to motivate our own kind, because these guys are asleep. We can't wait for them. Remember, your secret is that you are capable of activating your infinite goodness nature. All you need is an excuse. All you need is a reason to do that. Am I making sense to you? You know, you're there, you're comfortable, but as soon as, look how parents behave. When they need to do something for their children, that's when they go to the office, and they all of a sudden they become great inventors, they're great surgeons, for the sake of the family, for the sake of the children, the sake of the parents. You see that? We can motivate ourselves. What we need is a reason to be gooder. You have the technology, but you need motivation. Technology is not enough. So that's why it's a real good question, very perceptive. Absolutely. The good knowing advisors sometimes will be evil knowing advisors. Yeah. And that's Mahayana. You like evil? I teach you about evil. You want to be evil? Oh, you're not that evil yet. Let me tell you. You can be more evil this way. Because when you're this way, you motivate my people, okay? And then I teach you even more evil, and you motivate my people. So this is another underhanded way for us to train our people. Okay? And that's why eventually these evil people, they get up, and then one day they realize they cannot go higher. That's one day say, I give up. I'm going to flip over. I'm switch sides. And that's how they become Buddhas. But theirs is a lot slower than ours. Your goodness nature also has an evil nature inside of you. Okay? So the bad side, the bad guys, they're preying on that. But the technology they have to develop the evil side of you is not that good. In other words, okay? The technology in Mahayana we have to develop a mind, the goodness nature of you is so much more powerful. You have so many more ways to do that than the evil side. That's why. That's why evil can prevail only temporarily, cannot be forever. We will always recover and rise above them. Believe. Okay? Anyone else? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Master. I remember you saying that the good knowing advisor or bodhisattva, if they have the capacity of doing a lot of good things, they have the same capacity to do a lot of bad things. So when the bad guys finally get tired and want to jump into the good side, is it easier for them to jump to the good side because they have already that power?
No. It's hard for them. It's much harder because they have now have far more obstructions than we do. The evil side, they specialize in obstructing the good guys from moving up. So that is bad karma for them, very bad karmas. Okay? One of the worst karmas you can create for yourselves is to inhibit others from cultivating. It's one of the worst things you can do for yourselves. Okay? And that's why it's a rather difficult thing for you, especially like you who have families, and many of you, like many women, for example, like to go to the temple, and guess what? Your husbands don't like it. You're being obstructed. So far, so good. You know why? Because in the past you obstructed your husband. Now you suffer. Yes. Give her a microphone. And you know it's a big problem, so that's why what do? We encourage you to help others cultivate, to counterbalance that. You see that? Yeah. Yes, go ahead, number 6.
Mô Phật bà Thầy, bây giờ mình ở dưới Ta Bà này đó, thì ai nào cũng không có muốn làm thiện cũng không được, mà muốn làm ác cũng không được. Mình miễn mà được đi về Tây Phương đó, thì ai nào cũng làm thiện hết trơn, đâu có ai thấy đâu có ai ác đâu. Ở dưới Ta Bà này đó thì nói thiệt chứ, nói những cái đời sống của ai đó thì có ác có thiện. Rồi muốn mà tu tới thành Bồ Tát, tới thành A La Hán, tới thành Phật đó rất là khó. Tại vì bên ác bên thiện nó cứ kéo hoài thôi, làm sao mà ấy. Có người cái định lực rất là cao đó thì mới được giải thoát thôi. Rồi giống bây giờ giống Hỏa Ngân vậy nè, năm nay gần muốn 80 tuổi rồi. Thấy cái mình trẻ thì mình làm những cái tội lỗi nhiều quá chừng. Rồi tới bây giờ mình thức tỉnh rồi đó, mình muốn làm cái thiện đó thì nó cũng có cái trở ngại cho mình hoài thôi, làm sao mà làm được thiện. Đó. Bởi vì phải nguyện làm sao mà được về được thế giới bên kia đó, thế giới cực lạc đó, thì đâu mình muốn làm ác cũng đâu có người ta làm ác đâu. Mô Phật.
Amitabha Master, so now we're currently living in the Saha world. Even if we wanted to do goodness, we couldn't. Even if we wanted to do evil, we also cannot. As long as we were able to rebirth to the Western Bliss Pure Land, everybody would like to do goodness. Nobody wanted to create evil. This Saha world, the life here, everybody, each of us, we all have part of evil and goodness inside of us. However, in order to become a Buddha, Bodhisattva, and Arhat, that is a hard thing to do. only those people who have high samadhi power, then they will be able to attain liberation. For example, me, myself, I am 80 years old, ladies. When I was young, I did create a lot of offenses, but now I wanted to do good. It's very hard and it's a lot of obstruction for me. Right now, I just wanted to rebirth to the Pure Land. Once we were born in Western Bliss Pure Land, there's no evil there to be able to create.
Excellent. You guys are so sharp. I mean, you ask these types of questions that will tend to force the Dharma masters from beating around the bush. Because your question is very penetrating. Absolutely. Here's the answer to your question. Your question is very well posed, and it's a real problem for us. This is a concept which is referring to that what's going to happen to you after you die. Okay? Most of you, you're still young, we're not worried about it, but for her, she's almost 80 now. It won't be much longer. Okay, so eventually it will happen to you too, especially you, Catholic. Okay, here's what happens. After you die, after we die, most of us will fall to the hells, will fall to lower realms where there's a lot of suffering. Okay, and that's what the Buddha says. Buddha says he was walking with Shariputra, his disciple, and in the forest, he bent down and scooped up a handful of leaves, a handful of dirt, and he says, Ananda, is a dirt in my hand more or less than a dirt on the earth? Ananda, of course, we're honored one. Obviously, the dirt on the earth is a lot more than a dirt in your hand. And the Buddha says, you're absolutely right. It's similarly, the people who are now in this world, the Saha world, are like the dirt on this earth. And the people who can come back next lifetime after they die are as many as the dirt in my hand. This is Buddha's words, folks, not mine. Again, I have no wisdom. I just repeat the Buddha's teachings for you. Meaning that if you look at that proportions, on average here, okay, this is nothing personal. But look at this. How many of you are there here tonight? 30 people, 40 people, I don't know, 50, okay? Among 50 of you, most of you fall to the hells. Statistically speaking, okay, you look at the average, okay, most of the people will fall to the hells. Only a handful of people will come back as humans. That's how scary it is. So far, so good. So this is what the Shakyamuni Buddha says. You're better off going to a Pure Land because you don't want to come back. If you stay here, you will fall. Why do you fall? You fall because of the evil deeds you created. The karmas you created. You obstructed your wives from coming to the temple. You obstructed your husbands from coming to the temple. You obstructed others from coming to the temple, and so forth. You bad-mouthed monks, you bad-mouthed nuns, and so forth, so that you discouraged from coming to Buddhism, and so forth. You created all these offenses, you'll fall. And that's a scary thing, trust me. You stick around here in the Saha world, you will fall. So far, so good. So that's why you're much better off going to the Pure Land where you cannot fall. Because once you fall to a lower realm, let's say you fall to the hells, where you will be tortured day and night. Okay? For all the offenses you created, the evil things you've done in the past, Okay? Those are the seeds that will make you fall to the hells when you die. And once you fall to the hells, you'll be there for a long, long time. This is what's scary, folks. Number one, there's so much suffering. Okay, number two, you'll be there for a long, long time. It's a very scary proposition. You should be scared of it. I'm scared of it. Yeah, we find right now we have our body, we have our clothes, we have our money, we have our family and so forth, we have our success. Okay? But once we lose this body here, nothing we have right now can help. Okay? It's not me. Look at these people, you know, like Ted Turner. Is he still alive, Ted Turner? Anyway, you Asians don't follow the news. Okay, he's 20 years ago when I first started teaching, I read a piece of news. Ted Turner is saying he married Jane Fonda. Anyone? No, interesting. Jane Fonda, Jane Fonda. Okay, she's in her 80s now. I think he's even older or something. He's not in the news anymore, but. He says, he founded CNN, for example. He created CNN. He founded TNT, Turner Network Television, something like that. And then TBS, Turner Broadcasting System, whatever. Okay? And so forth. So he's a real playboy, he's a very successful businessman. He says, the most important things in life is times. When you lose it, you can't get it back. Okay? The time that he has on this earth is shrinking. And once you lose that, once you lose your life, that's it. You ain't got nothing left you can count on. Yes, 6.
Mô Phật bà thầy. Bây giờ đừng có nói tới mà mình chưa mất. Bây giờ mình còn ở đây thế gian này nè. Bây giờ mấy người già nè, nói về Quảng Ngân thôi. Già rồi đó, nhiều khi đó, trời đất ơi, nó khổ không biết bao nhiêu. Tại vì thầy chưa già đó, thầy không biết đâu. Tụi con già thì của con mới biết. Trời ơi, nó khổ làm sao mà nó nhức mỏi đau lưng, nhiều khi không biết ai hành hạ mình cái cơ thể này đó. Không thể mà chịu nổi đó.
It's making me depressed.
Hello, Master. Let's not talk about after we die yet. Even living in this world right now, at this age, me, Guo Yin, I'm 80 years old. Maybe, Master, you're not old yet. You don't have that kind of suffering. At old age, I have a lot of back pain, a lot of pain around my body, something that is not able to speak. It's very painful.
Okay, stop whining. Let me finish my point. My point is that after you die, these bad seeds, the evil seeds you created in the past, this lifetime, and think about the prior lifetimes as well. All these evil seeds we created, when they mature, okay, that's when we fall. That's why we have a lot of evil seeds. And the nature of our existence is such that we create the environment that's very conducive to the evil seeds maturing when we die. We have both good seeds and evil seeds, okay? Albeit more evil seeds and good seeds, okay? So the trick is that you want to make sure that the good seeds mature, right? But that's not that easy for you. And this is one of the reasons why we have this repentance, because this repentance Dharma, Emperor Liang's repentance Dharma here, is the one that helps you remember this is evil, this is good seeds, then it reduces the evil seeds here. This is the purpose of that. Okay, the seeds, we can do something about them. Don't be like ordinary people. They only like Ted Turner. He only complains about it. He says, I know my time is coming. I'm not looking forward to it. You are different. You have wisdom. You come and you have methodologies to help you remove these seeds, destroy these seeds. So every time you bow, every time you do repentance dharma, like this Emperor Liang's repentance dharma, you actually are zapping these evil seeds. Okay? One bow, you zap a bunch of things. One more bow, you zap and zap and zap them. Okay? So that's what we're doing. And so that's the trick, the two things, okay? As long you're alive, ordinary people don't know better. They keep on creating more evil karmas. So the evil seeds increase as well the good seeds increase, but this actually disproportionately. We are wiser. You are wiser. You have this repentance dharma, you meditate, you recite mantra, you bow to this, you go to this repentance dharma, you actually are reducing these seeds and you're actually increasing your good seeds, your good karmas, and reducing the evil seeds. Just because we tell you about it doesn't mean you have to be a victim, play victim, and that's all you can do. No, the Buddha says if you have good seeds, bad seeds, then you should do. If you believe me, then you should create more good seeds. And someone smart aleck like this woman has said, what about me? I have these evil seeds here, and they're going to mature. The Buddha says, okay, then do repentance. Okay? And even after you do repentances, these seeds can mature too. You really have no control. It's very easy for you, because Buddha says most of us will fall, because when we die, these evil seeds, the conditions are more conducive for these evil seeds to mature than the good seeds, because you don't know better. Us Chan masters, we know how to activate these good seeds when we die. You don't. You see? That's why we don't fall. You fall because you don't know how to control and manipulate the good seeds. Okay, so therefore, in the absence of that, you better off reducing the good seeds, increasing the bad seeds, and increasing the good seeds. Got that? And that woman there is referring to the fact that since you still have a lot of bad seeds, and these tend to mature, by the time you die, that's when you want, preferably, to go to the Pure Land. Because there's no more suffering. You don't come back here. You go to a better place. Got that? That's why. In Buddhism, we have many ways to help you cope with it, to go to a better place and control your future. People in the world don't know. That's why they say, I'm going to be a victim. That's all I can do. So I'm going to live my life and enjoy my life. And that's how worldly people think. That's why they fall. Okay? All right? I don't want to give you a chance to ask any other questions. Your questions are hard enough tonight. Time is up, folks. Thank you.